The Transfiguration of Jesus. In the Gospel of Luke chapter 9 verse 28 to 36, Jesus took Peter, James and John, and they went up to the mountain to pray. And there Jesus' face changed, his clothes became dazzling white. And Peter, James and John saw him talking with Moses and Elijah. Though they were asleep, they were fully awake and witnessed the supernatural encounter. As they were about to depart, Peter proposed to Jesus to build 3 tents for Moses, Elijah, and Jesus. And the voice in the cloud told them to listen to Jesus. This passage teaches us about many things, particularly prayer and charity. Prayer must bear fruit in reaching out to others. There are 3 interesting things in this passage that highlight the idea of prayer: the mountain, the manner of prayer, the tents. Mountain has always been a place where God comes down to meet man and man goes up to meet God. Like Moses and the 10 Commandments, Elijah who flee from Ahab to the mountain to pray. Mountain is a significant place where priests and prophets meet with God. Jesus too goes up to the mountain before any important task. Before selecting his disciples, he went up to the mountain to pray for strength, for courage to do God's work. In this passage, he goes up to prepare for his passion, his death, and his resurrection. What is this mountain for us? I think it should be a journey towards prayer. The more we strive to pray, the more we see things as God sees them. It means that we have to come down to live the prayers in our daily lives. Although it was not mentioned how Jesus prayed, his face reflects the glory of God, and later on in Gethsemane, where his sweat fell like drops of blood. This shows us that he prayed fervently. Jesus teaches us that it's not only when we are well that we pray, but also in our difficult moments. There can be dangers regarding such experiences. Take for instance, why was Peter suggesting to build the 3 tents? There is always a danger because the encounter with the Lord can be so beautiful that we neglect going down the mountain. This is what Peter, James, and John had experienced, a foretaste of that heavenly experience. But the voice in the cloud says, listen to Jesus. To listen to Jesus is to be the witness of what we have seen through our prayers, what we have heard in our prayers, and to come down from the mountain to do the will of God by serving others. In the second Sunday of Lent, we are reminded that true love happens when we pray and put the prayer into practice by going out of ourselves to help others. Dear friends, may this Lenten season increase in us the desire to pray more. May God bless us all.